What ho chaps, how the devil? Like and share this video for me. YouTube is still culling my subs aggressively. You'd think this was Jimmy Savile's fucking YouTube channel. Anyway, I missed this on yesterday's BBC News. I lost my rag and checked out a bit early because I should have covered Reality Check. COVID-19, what's the harm of funny anti-vaccine memes? Funny, isn't it? They don't reality check everything. If they reality checked everyone who told a porky pie that went on the BBC News, they wouldn't have time to do any other work. They wouldn't have the time to report the news because they'd be too busy fact-checking. They only fact-check shit that they don't like. Like, for example, Twitter fact-checking Donald Trump, Facebook fact-checking Donald Trump. They don't fact-check everyone on there. These platforms with literally billions of users. Funny, isn't it? Weird how they don't fact-check the billions of users, but they fact-check populist political leaders that the communists don't agree with. Weird, that, innit? Really weird. Anyway, let's go through this because it's funny. What's the harm of funny anti-vaccine memes? Yes, boys and girls, it's the fucking humour police. The communist humour police don't like people having a chuckle without them having some fucking say in it. Buzzkill. That's what they are. The Bumming and Buzzkill Corporation. So it says memes, often in the form of humorous images. Well, we know why they don't like memes, because the left can't meme. I think I posted that yesterday. The left can't meme, can they? That's why they get fucking suplexed by jelly babies, because they can't meme. So obviously they're going to hate them, aren't they? If they can get rid of the humble meme, that'll suit them just fine. The rest of us, though, normal humans with a sense of humour, we like them. So you can smoke my fucking chubby, BBC. We've been looking at how these memes can present false and misleading information. Fucking hell. How memes can present false and misleading information. The memes. Any silly bastard with an internet connection can make one. Of course they present false and misleading information. But you know what? Free humans, since time immemorial, have been misled and lied to. Controversial, I know, but people tell lies. You know what the antidote to that is? You let everybody say whatever they want and normal fucking people make their mind up, yeah? So, like my ex-girlfriend met a bloke in the pub. He said to her, "Oh, I'm Richard Branson's chauffeur." She went, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah, and I know how to fly his helicopter and he pays me 100 grand a year." And then she came home and said to me, "Hey, you're not going to believe this, Manny. I was in the pub today and I met Richard Branson's fucking chauffeur." And I said, "Where were you?" And she was like, "Oh, in a fucking Yates's wine lodge at the big market." And I was like, "Oh, really? What the fuck was Richard Branson doing in Yates's wine lodge in Newcastle?" I think he probably drinks in slightly more upmarket places than the biggest collection of pissheads and urine-sodden drunks in the entire north of England. I think he's got slightly higher standards in his local boozing establishments, but I might be wrong. Maybe he was on leave. People lie. You make your mind up. And after a short chat, she made her mind up and said, "Oh yeah, he probably was a lying bastard trying to climb into me knickers." Yes, he was. Not the end of the world. People lie. We soldier on. Anyway, unbelievable that they make stories about this, isn't it? Ooh, people tell lies on the internet. Silence the internet. No, just let people lie. Let people lie, let people be honest, and we all make our own minds up. Controversial, I know. Controversial to Susan. And doorstop and Zucker twat. Controversial, I know. But just let people make their own minds up. Let people lie, let people be honest, let us make our own minds up. It's worked perfectly well for wandering around the big cities for the last 500 years. I don't see why we suddenly need the fucking thought police to turn up every time someone says something that the left-wing elite don't like. Weird, isn't it? Weird how all of a sudden it's a problem. Policing memes. Christ almighty. It's beyond parody. Sleepwalking into authoritarianism. Unbelievable. A popular meme, including images from Drake's Hotline Bling music video, popped up this week. Chance a virus will, with a 99.97% recovery rate, alter my DNA with an experimental vaccine. False. It also says the recovery rate is 99.97%. But we've seen similar arguments, and to begin with, that's not the correct recovery rate. About 99% of people survive it. Ooh, 0.7% off. But it's not just about survival. For every person who dies, there are others who live through it but undergo intensive medical care, and those who suffer long-lasting health effects. Oh yeah, but let's have a look at some of them, shall we? Long COVID. Why are some people not recovering? Well, I'll tell you why. Because with something that's really difficult to prove, things like depression or ME, people like swinging the lead, don't they? There was a girl in our local pub in York who was in there 7 days a week getting pissed. She was younger than me and she went, oh, but I've got depression, you know. So I've been on the sick for 4 fucking years. Weird how she could get pissed 7 days a week though. How about this controversial fucking statistic? Lots of these people with long COVID, possibly lying bastards. What about that for a fact check? What about that? Stories of being left exhausted after even a short work are now common. What if, controversial I know, what if they are just stories? What if some of these people are swinging the lead because they want to get on benefits or because they don't want to go back to work? They want to stay on the sick for 3 months? What about that? Fucking hell, I worked for York City Council for a while. If you work for the local government, you can stay off for 6 months and they'll pay your bastard wages if you're a lazy twat. What about that? It says there is no medical definition or list of symptoms shared by all patients. 2 people with long COVID can have very different experiences. Nobody's fact-checking this then. No one wants to fact-check that. There's no definition or list of symptoms and everyone can have totally different symptoms. Yeah, that sounds weird to me. Weird. My fatigue was like nothing I've ever experienced before, said Jade Gray Christie. Jade Gray, oh look, there's Jade Gray. She looks pretty healthy to me. Before the pandemic, Jade was living a busy lifestyle. The 32-year-old was balancing a fulfilling job supporting young people from disadvantaged backgrounds. Ah yes, but is it as fulfilling as sitting on your fat ass and eating Ben & Jerry's at home all day? I suspect probably not. Probably not in your mind, is it? I felt hot and cold and kept coughing and coughing and coughing, she says, speaking softly through laboured breaths. Can we get a fact check over here? Fact check. Please, can I get a fact check here? No, we're just letting her get away with that. All right then, she's fucked. Critically fucked. Quick, give her some more welfare payments. Lying in bed was hard. Jade explained that she was finding it difficult to breathe and had severe pains in her chest. She did have the classic COVID cough, but was young and her body was strong enough to recover. She was taken aback. What do I do about my breathing? I'm asthmatic. What can I do? Well, I could stay on benefits for the rest of my fucking life, couldn't I? Months passed with little improvement. Really, really weird that, isn't it? When I know about 15 people that have had it and every single one of them's fine. People that I know that aren't lazy bastards, they're all fine. Weird how the strangers that I don't know that could possibly be lazy bastards, weird how they're completely fucked for months, isn't it? Strange. Very curious. If the doctors can't help, who else can? Yeah, well, if the doctors can't help, maybe it's just one of them things. Maybe there's no way of proving you haven't got it and you can milk it for every penny it's fucking worth. What about that? The WHO acknowledges it doesn't fully understand COVID-19. Very fucking convenient for this young lady, isn't it? Very convenient. My pensionable age uncle and aunt got it and they were right as rain in a week. So really weird, really weird. But you can't be sceptical about long COVID, even if you know hundreds of people that have had it and had no problems, and then one lazy fucking stranger tells you they've been critically fucked for 6 months and they're getting fucking sick pay the whole time. Well, no, you can't question that. No fact checks required. No fact checks required for that. But back to these evil, despicable memes, we need some fact checks. Scaremongering. The vaccine can have radical side effects. Look, first person received the new vaccine said he feels great. Looks like a cross between Homer Simpson and fucking Gollum. Images of disfigured people or creatures are shared alongside claims they show the first person to receive the vaccine. Yeah, and people see them and definitely think they're real, don't they? Homer Gollum and the Neanderthal child. People see that, BBC, yeah, and they go, fucking hell, I better not get an injection. It'll turn me into Homer Gollum. Do me a fucking favour, you sad, pedantic bastards. It's true that vaccines can have side effects, but they are mostly mild, such as a sore arm. What, it's not going to turn me into Homer Gollum? Surely not. Hey, listen, I've seen a photo on the internet and I'm telling you, it turns you into Homer Gollum Neanderthal. Jesus fucking wept. Misleading. Sheep'll be like, it's just a mask. There's also memes about falsehoods, about vaccines to freedom and individual liberties. Fucking hell, that's beyond sire, isn't it? The website that does the most to support curtailing freedom and individual liberties is now telling me that I shouldn't believe memes that tell us that we're going to have our freedom and individual liberties curtailed. Fucking hell. That's like Rolf Harris telling me that there's no such thing as paedophile entertainers while he's drawing me a Mickey Mouse while simultaneously fingering me. What are you doing, BBC? Scaremongering. That's a good one. I like Dr. Fauci with a fucking whatever that is. In fact, I think I've had that one. I think the Marines gave me that one before we deployed to Iraq. It was 3 anthrax vaccines and a poorly trained, partially sighted, low-ranking Navy clerk with a fucking needle the size of Brazil. Another example suggests vaccines will lead to demands for people to surrender their firearms. There is no evidence whatsoever. Alright, so you'll tell us about the things there's no evidence for. But, yeah, most people don't think vaccines are related to firearm grabs either, do they? Liberty and freedom, more common in English. Again, listen, right? Let's just knock this on the head. There's no more funny memes anyway. To sum up, the bunch of cunts that do the most to censor, lie, and scaremonger are now telling us that when everybody else censors, lies, and scaremongers, we need the bumming, buggery, and Convictions Corporation. We need them to tell us who's lying and scaremongering, right? While they lie and scaremonger. So when anybody disagrees with the fucking abject nonsense the BBC spews 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they want to tell us it's fucking bollocks. But as long as the BBC are doing it, it's fine and dandy. Reality check. What a load of shit. Reality check the stuff we decide, yeah? Reality check memes. Reality check Brexit. Reality check the Kraken conspiracy. There's no reality checks like the BBC buy fucking 50% of all the Guardian newspapers in England. There's none of them. There's no reality check the BBC covered up the Jimmy Savile inquiry. The BBC hires fucking full-blown communists. The BBC launders money and covers up the rape of children on an industrial scale because it's entirely staffed by a bunch of corrupt upper-class twats. None of that gets reality checked. But anything that normal fucking people, the working classes, the 99%, anything they want to read about, the BBC has to stick the fucking oar in and say, it's all bollocks, it's all bollocks. Come and listen to us instead. Keep your forked tongue between your fucking lips, BBC, and jam your reality check firmly up your fucking dirt box. That's me for today, folks. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers.